appears that shadow president Elon Musk's antics are costing him, at least when it comes to selling cars overseas. Remember when Elon Musk was selling cars? I mean, yes, he kind of still is, and not just promoting neo-Nazis and, going on X and cheating at video games. No, but turns out his antics are costing him sales. Sales of Tesla, for example, have created across some of the EV manufacturers' most valuable European markets. Sales in Germany, for example, where Tesla has a factory, dropped 59% in January, compared to the same month the previous year, according to the Financial Times. Okay, well, maybe the Germans, they're just sick of these woke EVs, No, it turns out the overall German EV market had surged by more than 50%. Oops.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. Now, Tesla's share ended up going from 14% to just 4%. So getting crowded out there. I don't know, maybe him supporting the openly neo-Nazi Alternative for Germany party wasn't exactly great for business. Doesn't exactly look good for him. And that said, what if you already have a Tesla? Well, for one entrepreneur in the country, they have been swamped with orders for bumper stickers reading, "I bought this before Elon went crazy." Well, look, I would say I bought this before Elon went mask off, because that's what that is. Apparently, he has always been like this. Okay. Now, that said, that's just Germany, but it's not just there. There are reports that Tesla sales in France fell 63% in January, while registrations of new Teslas in Norway fell 38%. In the UK, Tesla sales fell by 12%. Not as bad there. That said, battery EV sales were 35% higher in the UK in January of 2025 than they were in 2024. So people are buying EVs, they're buying batteries, they're just not buying as many Teslas. In fact, you've also had large declines in Sweden, 44%, and the Netherlands, 42%. Now, of course, Ars Technica does note that this might not be all about Elon's antics, but maybe about the cars themselves, too. Turns out his cars kind of suck. Okay, the real Tesla is rolling around in his grave right now. I mean, he might be rolling so much that he could create a perpetual motion machine that you could use to draw energy from. Okay, but no, Tesla, their vehicles have limited and outdated model range. The cyber garbage truck is too large and heavy for use with a normal driver's license and does not conform to European road legality regulations. Unlike here in the United States, where pretty much anything goes. Okay, that's why you're seeing all these, garbage cyber, trash trucks driving around, barely driving around, okay, and falling apart. So what a disaster. Now, that said, this is nice. It's nice to hear, but what impact is it going to have on Elon Musk? I don't know. I mean, he's still the wealthiest man in the world. And he still has major government contracts with the United States worth billions of dollars. So at the end of the day, yeah, he's going to be fine, thanks to all the money that ironically comes from the taxpayer. Okay? Which is ironic, of course, because, he keeps saying, oh, Doge is going to go after the waste, the fraud and the abuse. But it will never go after Elon Musk's contracts. Because of course not. He'll never stop that money. I mean, that money helped Donald Trump buy the White House. So of course that's going to, that's going to stay. That said, Musk did take another L today. Aside from the terrible sales news, according to the Financial Times, a federal judge has barred the Treasury from handing data from its payment system to outsiders like Musk, who does not run a governmental agency. Okay, he wasn't appointed to anything that was real. Okay, Doge is not a real agency. It's not part of the government. It should not have, according to this judge, access to government system. Okay. Now, that said, Tom Krause and Marco Illes, these are two of the Doge engineers, right? They had read and write access to the system. They could have potentially installed backdoors. The whole system itself could be compromised. That's my concern. That's my worry. Maybe it's not the case, but I don't know. I don't trust them. Musk and his goons were all over the inside of these different agencies, these different systems. I know they're supposedly trying to find the waste and the fraud. Well, what's one of the things that they found? Well, their big story is, did you know Politico got money from USAID? Really? To the tune of billions of dollars, says Trump. Are you sure about that? Let me give you the details. So it turns out that, yes, some USAID money did go to Politico. Why? Well, it turns out that the departments were subscribed to Politico Pro, okay, which is one of their premium services, okay? And so, look, only a tiny amount of the government's overall spending on subscriptions, okay, came from USAID. And so this whole idea that, oh, you had billions of dollars that were propping up liberal media that nobody reads, no, it's not true. And here's the thing, I'm not even a fan of Politico. I think they're establishment legacy media, okay? But it is funny how these right-wingers, some of whom literally got paid by the Russian government, like I'm talking about Benny Johnson here, who's all over this one. They're so mad about some of these government departments buying subscriptions to a premium journalistic outlet. You know what? Lauren Boebert's office recently paid Politico $7,150 for a year-long subscription to its premium products. Oh my God, Lauren Boebert is propping up Politico. What a scandal. Oh, wait, no. Look, the only payments received by Politico LLC from USAID were for 2 subscriptions to E&E, the energy and environment publication that Politico produces, which totals $44,000 over 2 years. That's really expensive. But understand that that's the entire department, okay? And so, yeah, turns out these outlets will charge a significant amount of money to different departments for their so-called premium products, right? But look, it's not billions of dollars, obviously. It's not funding grants or government subsidies. It's paying for access for premium products. Whether or not I think it's worth it, because it's Politico, is immaterial, right? But understand that this is an example of what the so-called wonderkins over at Doge are finding. That says, oh, big scandal. It's really normal stuff, right? But since it is so normal, they have to lie about it to justify them continuing to root around in government databases where they don't belong and to collect our personal data. That said, thankfully, there are some consequences to what Musk is doing, mainly losing money. I love to see this. I love to see rich people lose money. Okay, it's fantastic. I hope he loses more. Okay, and I hope that the consequences for doing everything that he's done continue to get more and more severe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.